one-up your ass today. I got Red Bull. I got coffee. I got Eddie. I got the chat. I got Sin City Crypto. What is going on, Crypto fam? Welcome back to Sin City Crypto. It's Hump Day, which means it's Crypto Flashback Day. But before we get into the content, quick disclaimer, we are not financial advisors here at Sin City Crypto. Please do your own research. I'm one of your co-hosts, David. Before we start, I have to introduce you to the man, the Milk of Magnesia Man. Call him the Triple M, Milk of Magnesia Man. Big Rob, what's up?
Hola! It's your boy, Big Rob, back in the house. David, did you realize you didn't turn on the big-ass light today?
The moon.
The moon is off.
BRB.
Yeah, we have a gigantic light in this studio. He forgot to turn it off. Let's see. There we go. Yeah, beautiful. All right, so let's start again. So, hola! It's your boy, Big Rob, back in the house. Welcome to Sin City Crypto. If it's your first time checking us out, we're an entertainment-focused cryptocurrency channel where we take the old, the boring, the stale information, and we package it up in a fun and sexy way. Also, guess what we don't just do here? Live streams. Yeah. We also do the deep dives. This is the live stream, though. Check out the deep dives. And then, what else we got? We got 12 people in the chat. How many likes we got in this video so far?
65.
65 likes?
Just kidding. We got 8 likes. What the?
Well, we got, okay, so if you ain't liked the video yet, what the hell is wrong with you?
Double hell.
What in the hell? And if you ain't subscribed yet, what the hell is wrong with you? And then, what else have we got? Yeah, hit the notification bell. So that way you don't miss our next deep dive, the
Robin,
Celsius one.
Robin, what you got on your desk over there? Is that grade A?
Well, I got a laptop.
To you.
Yeah, HP sent us some maple syrup. If you didn't know, HP is from Canada. So one of Canada's finest exports, the maple syrup. We have the petite bottle and a slightly larger bottle. You know, I'm a big fan of maple syrup here. So, you know, not just breakfast item, but, you know, do some glazed carrots with a little maple syrup as well. A host of other things. Goes great with some oatmeal as well. So, yeah, just a little drizzle on top.
You ever put it in your coffee?
That's nasty.
Okay.
So, quick shout out to the chat here. Stereo 2, first one in the chat. Welcome back, brother. We got Hindi, Russell, Mayad. Then we got HP, Nishan, Olga back in the house. MIA for a couple of days, but welcome back. And then who else we got? D-Fib. D-Fib in the house.
Chef Murder.
What up, my boy D-Fib? Oh, and Chef Murder. That's right. All right. Cool. So,
how you feeling today?
I'm feeling good, man. I'm feeling good. You know, we also so we have the, what is it? We have the Wednesday thing, the flashback. Yeah, forgot the name of it.
The Wednesday thing.
The Wednesday thing. So we got the flashback.
Today's one's pretty interesting.
But I think today we're gonna open up the club. What do you think?
I think so. We're at 12 already. We're only 9 away.
So if you're not familiar, if you haven't been here in a couple of days, we have in the chat at the top of the chat we have linked the contest. So it's very simple. All you got to do is put in your email. It saves us from trying to get in contact with you people and it being very difficult. So anyways, all you got to do is just click the link at the top of the chat. And if and when we reach 21 viewers, we'll give out $25 in Bitcoin.
That's right.
And welcome back, Victor, as well.
Victor, what's up, bro? You gonna stay this time, or are you just gonna say good morning and leave?
I also dropped the link. If you don't see it in the chat for some reason, I also dropped the link to the contest in the description as well. So feel free to check that out. Now, we also got a new outro song as well.
Yeah. So we're trying something new. Let's tell them what we're trying
to support our local artists here in Vegas. So. We got in contact with a local musician. And anyways, yeah. So we're going to show him some love. We're going to try to focus more on Sin City since we're Sin City Crypto. Maybe bring in some NFTs from local artists and showcase those on the show from time to time as well. So trying to give back to the community that helped prop us up into the position that we're in. So,
Robin,
what's up, baby?
We got a new person.
Oh, we got a new person? Oliver. Hola! Welcome to Sin City Crypto. Anyways.
Welcome to the Crypto Fam, Oliver. We are excited to receive you with open arms.
You know, he said hola, so maybe he's been here before.
I've never seen him. Either way.
And Malik's here, too.
I'm good with Olas.
Man.
Olas are good.
Man, we're almost at 21. Open up the club early today, huh?
Yeah, yeah. Man, I've been, there's this dance move I've been practicing. It's not ready to roll out yet, but.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
My wife said, what are you doing? I was like, well, we open up the club. I can't just sit here. She's like, yeah, don't do that. I'm like, well, it's work in progress, all right? Just leave me alone, the woman.
He's probably like in the shower, like with his boxers on, like banging a freaking plunger.
Who's in the shower with their boxers on?
Like, what
Who
are you
showers
doing?
with boxers on?
I'm just saying, maybe you're practicing.
Yeah.
You know, like,
yeah, in the shower with my boxers. Yeah.
Doing the cowboy with a plunger.
I get a lot of inspiration in the shower. I sing in the shower. Think about crypto in the shower. And I shower in the shower. So, all right.
You?
Yeah. It's crazy, right?
Yeah.
Let's start. Robin, what the market's looking like? We're looking juicy.
All right.
We're looking not so juicy.
Taking a quick look here, we're still sitting around this $47,000 range. Really good consolidation. So if you take a look at what we've kind of seen in the last, say, 2 weeks or so, we have an obvious trend here. So consolidation, run up. So consolidation at 38, run up to 40. Consolidate at 40, run up to 42. Consolidate, run up to here, kind of another step, but yeah, 42 again, run up to 43. Consolidate, and each of these consolidations have been falling between where you got the 24th to the 27th, so between 2 and 3 days. So if we were to just take the same premise here, we're at the 28th, today is the 30th. So if this trend continues and we see these nice little steps here, we should expect another run up either later this afternoon or tomorrow, because this started on, you could say it started on the 28th here.
We did talk about this pullback here at Sin City Crypto a couple days ago when we broke over.
I mean, this is your general consolidation here. So it's pretty indicative. And, I would probably lean in this happening until the trend breaks. I think it's more likely that we're going to see another step up, another leg up, another consolidation after that until something changes here. So that's what's going on with Bitcoin. Just kind of consolidating here for the last couple of days, which has given the opportunity to a lot of altcoins to pump. So when you get run-ups in Bitcoin, when Bitcoin starts to pump, followed by consolidation, that's when a lot of people either made money in Bitcoin or just feel generally more comfortable about the market, and then they start investing in altcoins. So we can see here, we got Ethereum, 3,400. Cardano is still over $1.20. So good to see Cardano up there. But we had a big mover today. Solana up over 11% at crossing the $120 range. Remember when it was, I think it was $80?
Yeah. I'm actually, I'm going to be doing some TA on Solana. Some people saying it might be a bull trap.
Oh, did you see our mugs here? This Sin City Crypto mug.
Shout out to our friend Dean and Kari from Ohio. They hooked us up with some Sin City merch. So thank you if you guys are watching. Appreciate you guys.
Also Avalanche up 7% today too.
What's
so Luna doing? Just me taking a look at this.
Luna. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, Luna's up too.
110.
Yeah,
amazing.
So what stands out here to me is that some of these layer ones are popping off. More so than anything else. So when I take a look at the 20, we take a look at the 7-day actually.
What's that Stephen Curry coin?
The Stephen Curry coin. I don't know.
240% in 7 days.
Let's take a look at that. But
so Zilliqa is supposed to be the only 100% sharded network. That is layer one. So
100%, huh?
Yeah, that's what they claim. And they are going after enterprises, so they're kind of like a HBAR, quant, kind of focusing on the big fish more than the little fish. So good tokenomics too. So might do a deep dive on that one.
All right. Anyways,
Oh,
who's somebody's sister-in-law?
yeah, Ronnie. That's me. I'm David. Show my face.
Nobody.
Oliver?
Nobody wants to see your face.
They do. They don't want to see your face. Welcome to the Crypto Fam, Oliver. We're excited to have you. If you're in Vegas, you ever want to come by and check the studio out, it'll be my pleasure to host you here. Just have Ronnie contact me, and yeah, we'll go from there. Awesome. Go ahead.
So back to my thesis here. You have some of the big coins pumping, the big layer 1 protocol. So we've seen a big movement out of Cardano as of lately, going all the way from 80, 90 cents all the way up to 120. Also, Solana is pumping, Avalanche is moving. So obviously, you're getting a lot of movement when it comes to the layer 1 protocol. So if you're looking to enter into a new trade, you're looking like somebody's talking to you like, hey, what would you look into buying? For me, I'm going to be targeting layer 1 protocols that haven't yet pumped as hard as, say, the competition. So once again, really bullish on Ethereum. I think with the upgrade coming out, as you can see here, it is still in comparison to like even Bitcoin. It hasn't really popped off. I mean, if you take a look at the Ethereum chart, and then you go back and take a look at the Cardano chart, there's no reason that you shouldn't be seeing the same gains from Cardano as you see here, all the way down to 80 cents. Up to $1.20. So, I mean, big rally here. So I can see something very similar from Ethereum. So that's just one example. Also, if you can just start picking these out, Polkadot only up 2% for the day, 10% for the 10% for the week. So probably some more room for Polkadot to pump.
Such a good.
Same thing with Polygon, even though Polygon's not a layer 1, but so anyways, that's kind of my investment strategy when I'm looking to get into different projects. What is pumping as far as the market, identify what category it falls in, and then see what projects in that category haven't really moved.
Tezos is another good one.
Yeah, Tezos is, man. So anyways, the same thing can be said when it comes to like gaming and NFTs, metaverse. Also, you have your DeFi. So these tend to pop off and kind of in groups. Now, taking a look at the crypto fear and greed index, we are sitting at 55. Now, if you're looking to not have volatility in the market, which is something that we're seeing right now, we're not seeing a big we're not seeing big moves in Bitcoin. Bitcoin's not hitting 50 and then dumping and having these giant red candles, at least not in the last 2.5 weeks. So with that said, you have stability in the market. So you don't have too much fear or greed. People are just making smart trades. So great time to comfortably dollar cost average in. Now, just to take a look at where we were yesterday at 56, so pretty on par. But it was just only last week we were at 31 fear. So, and last month it was extreme fear at 20. So, definitely in a better spot now. We are reaching break even point on Bitcoin for the year. So if you were to take where we came in at the year. Where was it?
Year to date.
Yeah, year to date. So
just click on year to date.
No, well, we're not year to date because we don't want to know what it was this month last year. Just basically when we January.
Year to date is from January this year to now.
Where's that at?
Right there, YTD. To the right of it.
Yep. Oh, yep. I didn't even know. I had no idea that button existed. How you doing? I thought it was like yield trading dividends.
What's up, Saffron? Matt, welcome to the
Saffron's
show.
back. What's up, Saffron? So anyways, here you can see we're pretty much break even for the year. So a lot of people sold right before the year came about for tax reasons and other implications. So it's always a good metric to look. Where were we when we started this year? Where are we now? We're break even. We came through the dip. The bottom is in, baby. All right. Anyways, taking a quick peek at the traditional markets. They're kind of holding steady. Nothing too big. You got a slight downturn in the NASDAQ, so down 7% or 0.7%. So we did have some like 4 or 5 straight days of nothing but greens and positivity in the market, as you can see here in the NASDAQ. So we've been steadily making gains, which Also, coincidentally, we've been seeing steady gains in crypto as well. So a little pullback. So maybe we'll get a little pullback in crypto today too. So that's all I got there, David. What you got?
What's oil looking like?
Why are you always
Every
want?
show I don't. Because I'm trying to time my filling up the gas tank here, man. I'm not
You
paying
know,
almost
oil
$6 a gallon.
is so the national average of oil is down $1.40, and the average is at $4.70. The barrel of oil, as you can see here, is at $107. So it was sitting at 125, 130 a little over a week ago. So down almost 30% from its all-time highs. So
People are rushing out to buy Teslas now.
I remember the price of oil barrel is a lagging indicator. So if you get a price here, you usually don't see it at the gas tanks for a little while because this is unrefined oil and it goes to the refinery and then it gets trucked out and then it gets anyways. So it takes a little while for that to come into effect.
Yes, sir.
Do they have an oil coin? That's what I want to. Do they have a high
Love it.
gas price token? That's what I want to know here. Let's take a look.
Oh, here we go.
Gas. Oh, you're gonna have too many
Put
like
oil.
yeah oil. Oilage. What is this?
There you go.
Oh.
There's your answer. It's untracked. So, Rob, let me ask you a question.
What's up?
If you had to put all your eggs in the Tezos basket or the Algorand basket, which basket you put in?
First of all, where does this analogy even come from? Why do I gotta put eggs in a basket?
Well, you know
Who cares? You know,
what
I
I'm
mean?
trying
Like,
to say.
The
I'm
eggs
trying to
come in
say
a carton, so
you had to go all
you're
in.
you're not gonna be walking around with a basket.
I know. If you had to go all in on one project, and by the way, it's never good to go all in on anything. It's not financial advice. If you went all in on Tezos or Algorand, which one would you pick?
Tezos or Algorand?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Algorand, man. Silvio Macari or
Cully.
he was a G. And I like we were talking about it yesterday. I like projects with polarizing founders. Not to say that Tezos doesn't, but guy really stands out out of the pack. And so with that said, also I mean, I feel like there's more market adoption. There's a larger community behind Algorand. They seem to have more partnerships. I think Tezos might be more.
Tezos is more robust.
I was gonna say it might have more like
Utility.
institution partners.
Yeah.
It might have more real world like backdoor utility that because you look at some of the biggest companies in like the internet age. Most of them are like web service providers. Like also infrastructure. All the crap that goes into building the internet, most of the money's made on the back end. And you have couple big players like Google and YouTube. Well, YouTube is Google, but you have a lot of these big players that are cashing out. But outside of the big players, it goes into the Cisco systems, your AWS. All of these companies are the ones that really make the money. And if you got in on those textile companies, you made out. And Tezos is very reminiscent of that style of investment. So might not be the sexiest for a retail investor, but tons of utility when it comes to blockchain adoption and moving the needle forward. So
Big in NFTs too.
yeah,
I don't think you can go wrong either way, but as far as like looking at price, looking at where the project is going and the utility, I'd probably go with Tezos. Now I do hold both Tezos and Algorand, but just speculating, right? If I had to put all my eggs in one basket, it would probably be Tezos. More utility, more market adoption right now. Doesn't mean that it's going to remain the same moving forward, but at the very moment, those are my thoughts. Let us know what you guys think in the community. Put a 1 if you'd go all in on Algorand, or put a 2 if you'd go all in on Tezos. We are curious to see what you think. All right, Gilberto, what's going on? We are moving on to our next segment. Wednesday means Crypto Flashback, where we take a look many years, many months, many weeks ago at what the landscape of crypto was, what people were saying, what was happening, and we discuss how that has changed in today's world. So let's go ahead and get into our Crypto Flashback. All right, so this video was filmed and released on May 9th, 2013. So without further ado,
And this is Mr. Da Vinci. He's
just call him Nostradamus because
he
this
has
man was a
he has his own YouTube channel, but we see him guest appearance on Carl from the Moon all the time. So he's always hanging out in Dubai. Obviously, he's into Bitcoin back in 2013. So
He's an OG.
Yeah, if you got into Bitcoin in 2013, unless you completely exited, you are probably sitting pretty. So, anyways,
Sitting juicy.
without further ado,
Let's go.
A lot of you are skeptical. A lot of you don't believe in the Bitcoin system, and that's fine. You can stay on the sidelines, but if you really, really want to become wealthy in the future, I would suggest you take $1 frickin' $1, buy some Bitcoins, put it in a goddamn wallet, put it fucking away. Okay, I'm sorry for swearing, but you know what? It's just $1. Get some Bitcoins. Put it away. Goes to nothing. Who cares? Right? You only spent $1. Right? You'll get a million Satoshis for $1. Right? And the way I see it, that will be worth $1 million adjusted inflation for inflation once Bitcoin gets to where it's going to be. So it's up to you. You know what? I know you're not going to listen to that advice, most of you, and it's kind of sad because you know what? I was proud of the fact that once, at least.
All right.
why didn't this video pop up on my home suggested feed?
Just
Like,
$1.
I want to know.
Just $1. How many people do you think laughed at this man, called this man an idiot, said you're dumb? And look at him now. $1 would have gotten you today would be worth $350. A 35,000% increase in 9 years. Show me an asset. Show me an entire set. Show me anything that has returned 35,000% in less than 10 years. You will not find one.
You know, so even with that premise,
You can take the
so
video. Ed.
obviously the dude, obviously he knows what he's talking about, right? And
Yeah.
I mean, he's pretty good prediction, right? Essentially,
We should get him on the show.
We should. So, yeah. So if you look at it in that way, he knows what he's talking about. So he's also saying that $1 will make you $1 million. And so far, his thought process is right. And so if you were to take that dollar, extrapolate it out to today, the same premise would only be $350. So the idea here is that if you put in $350 into Bitcoin and you wait, say, another 10 years, it will probably be over $1 million, right? If not 15. So I think this is a great example of where Bitcoin was, where it is now, and where it's going to be. And it's coming to fruition, and it hasn't even completely came true yet. So
less than 12 years this network has been live, right?
But I want to know, why didn't this thing come up on my YouTube feed, bro? I get like videos on like, guy, the thumbnail will be like, I dug a hole 1,000 feet deep, and then you're just like, why? And then I'm like watching, and then I'm watching it like, did he really?
Robin, what'd you do today, man? This video,
bro. What was it, like a couple of months ago? I watched somebody cut an entire yard. You're like, you dude, you know what? It had like 10 million views, and I was like, how did this guy get 10 million views? And he just like walks up with like a weed whacker and a lawnmower, just a pickup truck. And he knocks on the guy's door. He's like, and this yard was janky. I mean, cats were running out from the bushes and everything. And he was just like, hey, I'll cut your yard for free. And the guy's like, hella skeptical. He's like, look, I got a YouTube channel. He's like, my people like watching this. He's like, I'm gonna just set up a tripod here in the front. I'm gonna cut your yard. Anyways, it was like,
views.
It was 45 minutes long, over 10 million views, bro. But I mean, the dude has some skills, man. He shaped up the bushes, made them look all cool. Like, anyways.
Anyways,
Surprised what you can get away with here on YouTube.
$1.
But why didn't I get a recommendation for this back in 2013?
Robin, let me ask you a question.
What's up?
So $1 in Bitcoin 9 years ago. What's that $1 today that we can look 9 years from now and say if you only invested $1 today?
What project
Yeah.
can you
I know I
throw
kind
a
of put you
dollar
on the
in?
spot, but like, is there anything that? And we want to know what you guys think too, community. What do you guys think? What's one project where if you put $1 in today, it could return gains like Bitcoin did 9 years from now?
But here's the thing. It's like you would have to catch something. You'd have to catch a project that isn't listed anywhere. You would probably have to get an ICO, and you can't really invest $1 in ICO. But I mean, yeah, it'd have to be something nobody's even knows about. You can't turn $1 into $1 million at this point. Not with anything in the top 10.
I mean,
I don't see anything. Maybe
I can make a case for Cardano.
Cardano.
I can make a case for Hedera Hashgraph.
Do you think
Harmony
Cardano
One.
is gonna million X?
No. The dollar didn't turn into $1 million for Bitcoin. I'm talking about the percentage gain.
But
You got a
eventually it will.
350x.
So I mean, do you believe putting in $350 15 years from now could turn into $1 million in Bitcoin if nation states are
Yeah.
have
Oh,
it in their treasury?
absolutely. Yes.
So yeah, I can see that happening, and I just don't see it happening with anything in the top 100 outside of Bitcoin. Maybe Ethereum, but I mean, even then, I
can see Harmony One doing that. I feel like that's got so much in the pipeline, and tokenomics are good, and prices at what 15 cents. So we'll see.
All right, so let's hear from the chat. So if you had $1 to invest $1 now, buy a Lambo in 10 years, which project would you have the most confidence in that strategy? So there you go.
Russell said Ada or Tezos. HP's Kadena Homer said Kadena. Eddie, what do you think? Jim? Eddie's gonna invest $1 in the gym. He said, get a sick pump. All right, let's move on. We're moving on to our very next segment, the hot take.
It's hot.
So staying with the Bitcoin theme, the hot take for today is as follows. We saw 9 years ago to today. Well, what about 9 years into the future? Where do you see Bitcoin in 9 years? You want to talk about price, right? So the poll I did was, where do you see Bitcoin in 9 years? More than $1 million or less than $1 million? Then if you can also elaborate. So Robin, would you like me to go first or you want to go first?
You can go ahead. It doesn't matter.
Where do I see Bitcoin in 9 years? In 9 years, I see Bitcoin being a store of value, treated as digital gold by institutions. I see more of what Terra Luna is doing as far as Bitcoin-backed stablecoins. I can also see an entire country backing their currency with Bitcoin. I can see a large transaction happening in Bitcoin, like a company buying, like a giant company buying another big company, or larger transactions of that sort. I can see all of that happening on top of the FOMO of people investing in Bitcoin, on top of it being the first mover, having that first mover advantage. And overall, in 9 years, I can see the cryptocurrency market at a $50 trillion market cap. It's only $6 trillion more than what the S&P 500 is today. And that's only the top 500 companies in the US. We're talking about the entire cryptocurrency space, where we all agree and believe that is going to take over traditional finance. It's going to supplant the legacy system, and it's going to be the new norm. And we have an article that's going to talk about people's sentiment on that as well. So with that being said, $50 trillion, if Bitcoin retains its 40% dominance, right? We'll just say it's 40%. You're looking at a little over $1 million per coin on Bitcoin, taking into account 19 million coins in circulation. So to answer the question on the poll, I believe that Bitcoin in 9 years will be worth more than $1 million per coin. And everything I stated, I think that's going to happen. So what? No? Slowly, you'll get your spot. Slowly over time, over the next 9 years, we are going to see landmark things happen to Bitcoin. It's exciting. I'm excited to be in it. You should be excited to be in it as well. Robin, I know you don't agree with me, but go ahead.
What you been smoking, bro? Nah,
Good stuff.
nah. You know I'm messing with you. Actually, I think we'll reach $1 million before 9 years.
Huh.
I think we're gonna see a parabolic rise in the adoption and obviously price of Bitcoin. There's a multitude of factors that's pushing this idea or this network adoption. There's 3 sectors. There's from in-house. We see it happening in real time. So when I say in-house, you're seeing a position movement from altcoins to protecting themselves and coupling their project with Bitcoin. So we see Terra Luna firsthand. How do you protect yourself from bear markets? How do you protect yourself from volatility? Why not peg your assets at hand to the number one crypto project, Bitcoin? So you have a project, Terra Luna, just buying nothing but Bitcoin. And so a large chunk of their market cap is going to be towards Bitcoin. So if the crypto market dumps, for example, if you have a big downturn, you have a bear market, you're can be rest assured that Terra Luna is going to bounce back for the simple fact that they have a large majority of their treasury is in Bitcoin. So with that said, there's that. No, I think there's going to be more adoption of that idea. So what Terra Luna is doing now, you're going to also see other projects do it. Maybe Ethereum.
Can you see an entire country doing it?
Yeah. So this was one thing, and then you have the obvious situation that's happening around the world is where the U.S. is the dominant player when it comes to the financial system. We have the world reserve currency, and with the world reserve currency, basically everybody trades in dollars. We see it on the exchanges as an example. So when you go look at the price of Bitcoin, it's in dollars. Even when you go to England or you're in India or, generally speaking, your trading pairs are Bitcoin versus dollars. And that's how you trade. So that kind of that situation is what happens around the world. So the price of oil, the price of wheat, the price of corn, all of your commodities, gold, they're priced in dollars as well. And so when you get kicked off the dollar system, you can't transact in dollars. It affects the way you can trade. So right now you see Russia has been sanctioned. So now you have one of the top 10 economies in the world, or at least was before all these sanctions dropped, and they have been they've been kicked out of our system. So now they are going to have to trade with other people. And in doing so, they're going to have to use a different monetary system. They're going to have to trade with China using the yuan. They have to trade with India using the rupees. Or they're going to have to pick something instead of having 5 different networks. Could you imagine going on to Binance or going on to Coinbase and you have trading pair? You have Bitcoin and rupee. You have Ethereum and yuan. You have... And the list goes on and on. It's not advantageous because you just want to take the money on hand and you just want to buy all the assets in front of you. So you want to have one asset that plugs into all of them. So what's the one asset that can't be muted?
BTC.
Exactly.
BTC.
And so you're seeing it unfolding before our eyes right now. We're transitioning over to unplugging from the U.S. Country by country, we're unplugging from the U.S. in the monetary system. And so it's either adopt a new one and make shit confusing, or just pick one that nobody has control over that's fair for everybody.
Yes.
And so Bitcoin's the answer for that. Now, in doing so, you're also going to need to have money on hand. And when you have money on hand, all of a sudden you have more economic, if you're holding Bitcoin to buy and you don't liquidate everything in your purchases, you have it on hand, all of a sudden the price goes up, you become more economically wealthy. And not to mention, you start seeing other countries doing the same thing. So you're looking over at El Salvador, you're like, bro, you were nothing. Now you're like Dubai in Latin America.
Gonna happen, man.
And so it's not going to take much. Right now, Bitcoin's not even sitting at $1 trillion. So for the United States, for example, to allocate, say, $100 billion, 10% over 10%, probably 13% of the market cap of Bitcoin, to allocate that $100 billion, they could just control, boom, over 10% of the supply with just a small buy. They could liquidate this with all kinds of different, or they can just print some money like they have been. So there's that. Then you have the institution adoption. Same kind of premise about trading. You do that with the central banks. So all your central banks are going to have to keep Bitcoin on hand, not to mention all of the consumers, all of their customers are going to want to use cryptocurrency. We see it happening. All of the hedge funds, all the retirement accounts, all of the small bank branches, they are starting to offer crypto services. So it's going to be the new norm. And what happens when banks are transacting every single day, they have to have cash on hand. It's the same way. I go into the bank to withdraw $5,000. They need to have $5,000 on hand in the bank. The same can be said when it comes to cryptocurrency. So just imagine if every bank branch around the world is sitting on $50,000, $100,000, $1 million something dollars in cryptocurrency in every single bank branch. So when someone tells me $1 million in 9 years, I think that's grossly undervalued. I think I could see 9 million. I could see 10 million. I think that's, and that is very advantageous. I think that is. But you gotta remember, a lot of times when Bitcoin was at 1,000, nobody was like, "No, man, there's no way it'll get to 100,000." Now it's kind of like a foregone conclusion that it's going to get to 100,000. It's not a pipe dream. Same thing can be said for $1 million, 10 million. And when country and nation states are holding it in their treasury and not spending it, when you have Canada or Brazil or you have England and they just like, you know what, let's just throw $50 billion at it.
Which to them is nothing, right?
Exactly. It's nothing. But yeah, you throw that amount of money. It's just such a huge percentage of the supply. You got to remember, it's like over, I think it's over like 15% of Bitcoin is supposedly lost forever. So you already have that gone. And then, you have.
That's why we'll never see the full 21.
And then you have
million.
3 million hasn't even been mined yet as well. So I mean, think about it.
Yeah, guys.
Yeah, that's my long rant. Or
you
my
guys should you should be excited to be in this space. We say this all the time, but we are so early in the crypto space that and of course it's not financial advice, but if you have your money invested in solid projects like Bitcoin, like Ethereum, and any of the top layer 1 DeFi projects, you are like, it's like, I don't want to say guaranteed, because nothing in life is guaranteed, but you're pretty much guaranteed to essentially become a crypto millionaire. And then 20 years from now, you can tell stories about how, when everyone was shitting on crypto, when crypto was down 40, 50%, everyone called me stupid for investing money, and look at me now. 5 Lambos, 3 cups of coffee later, we sitting pretty. All right, let's see what the community thinks. Eddie, you can pull up my laptop. Our community is in congruence with us. 26 votes, 85% believe that in 9 years, Bitcoin will be over $1 million. And, a lot of channels, they will tell you Bitcoin going to $1 million, Bitcoin, and they don't really give any supporting argument or facts or opinion or explain themselves. But everything we just talked about, it can and will translate into directly affecting the price of Bitcoin moving forward. So awesome. Thank you guys for doing our community poll and participating with us. We are going to move on to the biggest topics and articles, talking points of our of today, the talking points. So first article we're going to pull up here for all you gamers out there. I know Matt's a big gamer. Axie Infinity blockchain Ronin hacked for over $600 million. Ethereum sidechain Ronin, where a play-to-earn blockchain game Axie Infinity runs, has been hacked for over $600 million in crypto, making it one of the biggest hacks in crypto history. Ronin said the hacker compromised 4 of their own validator nodes, along with 1 controlled by third-party Axie DAO, to gain majority control of the network. Once the attacker had control of these nodes, They withdrew over 170,000 Ethereum and $25.5 million in USDC, which is worth over $613 million at the time of writing across 2 transactions on March 23rd. And this is a quote from the CTO of Komodo. Komodo, real quick, super cool project. We did do a deep dive on them. So if you want to learn more about them, they're essentially the Uber of blockchains. Check that out. One of the videos we did our deep dive on our channel. The Ronin Hack shows why centralized cross-chain bridge solutions may threaten the adoption of cryptocurrencies. Having only 9 validators for the Ronin Bridge and 4 belonging to the same person is concerning. 100%. Robin, what are your thoughts on this, man? Is what he said right? Does he have a point?
I mean, yeah. I don't know, man. It's a lot of new industry here. The NFT space is still in its infancy, at least in the gaming sector. Axie Infinity, I don't think anybody even knew what it was 2 years ago, right?
Yeah.
In the beginning of 2020, we did have the big run up in 2021 for it, in the later half of 2021. So still a baby project, and you see it time and time again, and so. I know this was what was the hack? What was it? Was it
They hacked the Ronin chain.
Ronin chain? So, I know it wasn't a hack directly on Axie Infinity, but just be aware that with Axie Infinity, it is a project. I'm trying to see where it is on the list here. Where is it on the market cap list?
Ronin?
No, the
Axie?
Axie Infinity.
It dropped. It used to be in the
number,
top 50.
Number 42 is still
Oh, it's still in the top 50.
So, I mean, it's a reminder that Axie Infinity in the top 50, and you just got hacked. And I know it's a Ronin chain, but it's where their software is running, or it's where their blockchain is running. And so, just be aware that even things that are in the top projects, and we discussed it once before. You had the BitConnect hack, or not the hack, but the BitConnect
Money laundering scheme.
the Ponzi scheme, basically.
Yeah.
And back in 2017, it got into the top 10. And so, I mean, we saw what happened to XRP. That was a number 2 token above Ethereum for a short period of time, back in 2017 as well. And then it got hit with a lawsuit. So nothing here is guaranteed, is basically what I'm saying. And for me, that's what I take away from it. It's like you see what happens. Solana's went down 3 times their network. Ethereum hard forked and pretty much kicked to the curb their original network. And you have Axie Infinity top 50. Basically, their source chain got hacked and is probably broken. Like, what would you do if you're a developer? Like, do you keep running on Ronin? Probably not, right?
Well, from the sounds of it, that entire sidechain is broken. How the hell are you going to have 9 validators?
That's what I'm saying. You're probably not going to use them anymore. So, which draws into question a lot of future concerns. Like, what is Axie Infinity? How is that going to play out? It's already, kind of on the downturn, right? People are starting to lose interest in Axie Infinity, at least compared to where it was. I mean, it's not the sexiest game in the world. I mean,
it's a cool game.
Yeah, I'm not saying something wrong with it. I'm just saying that
the blockchain gaming industry is growing, and at some point it's going to explode. And so, if you literally have just one game you're offering, I don't know how much market cap you can gobble up.
I mean, you can look at like Pokemon. That's a 1-game franchise too,
right?
And that one wildly successful.
Well,
and you know what?
Axie's
kind of like trying to go for that. So, it's not out of the realm of possibility for a 1-game platform to pop off. But you know what? If I'm looking at 2 projects in their infancy, one is Electronic Arts, EA, that has FIFA, Madden, Battlefield, all of these, big portfolio of games. And then you have Pokemon, not knowing what we know now, I probably would go Electronic Arts because.
Right. But Pokemon, we can agree, is an anomaly.
Yeah, it's an anomaly. But for that one Pokemon franchise, I mean, think about how many video game companies basically started off hot and then just died out and just faded out into existence. You could take a look at a Halo franchise, for example. If you're familiar with Halo,
what happened? I know
massive,
there was a lot of hype.
massive community back in the mid 2000s, like 2003, 2004, and then just fell off a cliff. You know, they also didn't expand outside of Xbox for a long time. Now they're on, I think they're on computer now or something. Anyways, the more diversity you have, and the more it's all about community adoption. You look, if you're hamstringing yourself to only doing one platform, and you're just cutting out all the rest of the market because you have some alliance to a single platform, it's not advantageous to you. So you look at the same thing when it comes to like blockchain. What you laughing at?
Speaking of hamstrings,
What's up?
when you work out, do you do those hamstring curls?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I do. Yeah.
Eddie, what about you? I know you're a big workout. You do hamstring curls?
Yeah.
I want to know what our community does. When you guys work out and it's leg day, do you do hamstring curls or just curious? Starting to be turning into Robin here.
My dad had chicken legs, and his dad had chicken legs, and it's a curse. It's a curse. They don't pass down to me, man. I'm telling you.
You do have some chicken ass legs, bro.
Yeah, man, it's so bad, bro. It's like
Eddie looks like he skipped leg day for about 16 years now.
Yeah, man.
Oh man.
It's like your analogy you had earlier, where would you invest in Algorand or
the eggs in a basket?
Would you invest in Algorand or would you invest in Tezos? Algorand's all upper body, bro. Everybody sees it; it looks sexy. But how do you stand up? How do you get around in life with your legs? But nobody ever likes to work out legs. That's your Tezos, baby. How you doing?
That's all right. Gotta give you props. That was a good one. Robbie. You know the difference between me and you?
I'm handsome.
No. I give you props. When was the last time you gave me props? You gave me a half-ass backhanded compliment yesterday.
Yeah, I did.
That was the worst thing.
I don't remember what compliment I gave you.
Yeah, see, it was that important. You didn't remember. All right, let's move on. Akala Network integrates Wormhole, taking Polkadot multi-chain. Parachain winners Akala and Karura will connect Polkadot and Kusama with the broader crypto ecosystem. Akala and Karura will integrate with the Wormhole. I don't know why it's such a hard word to pronunciate. They will integrate with the Wormhole cross-chain bridge. I'm not going to say it again. Akala and the other one have announced plans to integrate with leading cross-chain bridge Wormhole. The move will connect the Polkadot and Kusama ecosystems with 8 other Layer 1 chains, including Ethereum, Avalanche, Terra Luna, and Solana. A Wednesday press release revealed that development to connect the parachains to Wormhole was ongoing, with an estimated launch date set for the second quarter of 2022, so in the next 3 months. The Wormhole integration will let users send tokens from other Wormhole-connected Layer 1 networks to Akala and the K1. From there, tokens can be either converted to other Polkadot and Kusama native assets or be used as collateral to mint the AUSD and KUSD stablecoins. Once the bridge is operational, it will give the Polkadot and Kusama networks easy access to over $200 billion worth of liquidity from the 8 other Layer 1s. And just real quick, if you want to know what Wormhole is, they're a message passing protocol that lets users send assets such as tokens and NFTs across various blockchains using smart contracts. It enables cross-chain communication and multi-chain oracles that share information between the Layer 1s. Big Rob, Polkadot, will they become the most interoperable Layer 1 blockchain there is? Is this a step towards them becoming that? And I want to hear how you're going to pronounce the K1. So
how do you
pull up the laptop again, Eddie? How do you right here, buddy? How do you pronounce this word right here?
Karora?
Karora.
It's like Aurora.
Karora. Oh man, Robin. Before you start, will you please welcome our new community member?
Who we got?
Master of Bachelors.
Master of Bachelors.
Harami. Ooh, Harami is a candlestick candle. Anyways.
It's also I think it's a African holiday.
Harami means pregnant in Japanese.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it does. Anyways, welcome in, please.
So, HBO. Hola! Welcome to Sin City Crypto. Home of the greatest community.
Then we got
I'm out of coffee, bro.
we got peanut butter in the house.
We got maple syrup in the house, too. Yeah, I'm out of coffee today. We should put our address on our description in case somebody ever wants to send us stuff.
Nah, 'cause then you have the Sammys that want to.
Yeah, we'll be fine, man. We got a lock on the door.
Yeah, okay.
You're
You're gonna welcome our peanut butter.
Oh, peanut butter. Peanut butter. Hola! Welcome to Sin City Crypto. We're getting closer to opening up the club. For people that are new, if you just hang out for a little bit, and also enter the little sweepstakes that we have at the top of the chat. We basically just hand out $25 in Bitcoin when we get to 21 viewers in the chat. Pretty simple. All you gotta do is just put your email in there, and yeah. Anyways, so back to what was Polkadot? Anyways, Polkadot's their whole vision. So if you know anything about Polkadot, their whole vision is to connect lots of different chains, right? That's the premise. So I don't know why it's like a big deal. Like, hey, we have this multi-chain thing. It's like, isn't that what they're supposed to be known for, anyways? And like, why is this now getting
Parachains? Yeah, but it's
But they're supposed to be kind of like
supposed to be able to be more streamlined, right? So Wormhole's already integrated with Ethereum, with Solana, with Binance. So it's supposed to be a more streamlined kind of integration using Wormhole versus Parachain, and then you have to connect to the Ethereum network and blah 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 blah.
right. Yeah, no, I mean it's good. You know what? Polkadot, as we were looking over the prices, Polkadot has been sitting around this $20 range
going
for
to
eternity.
Mark my words, Polkadot
I think it
is
was
going to explode.
I think it was like maybe March of 2020 is when it started to move up. But since then, I don't think it's really gotten outside of. I know it hit all-time highs at was it $35, right? Or
No,
30,
it got up
38?
to 52.
Oh, did it?
Got up to 52.
Wow.
Between Polkadot and Quant, those are my two favorites to absolutely explode. I mean, if you look at like, I know we're a little.
Didn't you
off
say
topic
you were
here.
going to put $1 and buy a Lambo with Cardano just like now?
Well, I already
all
have a lot of
sudden?
Cardano, so I'll have a lot of land. But
Now he's like, my new favorite. Sound like you're talking about your kids here. Once one enters the room, the other
why
one
don't you bring
leaves.
my kids into this.
Like,
I love my kids.
one of his kids leaves the room, the other one comes in like, you're my favorite, right? Then they leave, be like, man, good thing he left. You my favorite.
So Robin's Ola, my daughter loves it, and it's her favorite. We're at 20. We're at 22.
Oh, dang.
Eddie, you know it's
Bro, it's time.
DJ.
It's time to open up the club. Let's go. Put on studio.
I told you it's not ready yet, bro. Just call that airplane, baby. What's that? We flying to Miami on Tuesday. We flying. Even though I'm scared of flying, it gives me hella anxiety. Oh shit. Dude, all right. Yes, we are giving away free money.
There we go.
Guys, make sure we're gonna give you 5 minutes. Well, 5 minutes, 10 minutes.
No, we'll give it away at 11:45. So
11:45.
20 minutes.
20 minutes. We are giving away $25 in Bitcoin. All you got to do, Robin, what do they got to do?
Just click the link at the top of the chat. If you don't see it for whatever reason,
It went away.
It's in the description.
Okay.
So
Go to the description, click on that link. Super easy. And we will randomly choose a winner and give you free Bitcoin.
we have the easiest giveaways here.
Literally. We just literally, like, this
All
is
you got to
the
do
truth.
is just hang out until we get to 21 viewers.
We honestly just try to find reasons to give away money. Like the other day, we gave away money just because we wanted to test this new thing we have going on here. So,
there you go.
yeah. Anyways, Polkadot, multi-chain. Good news. That's like Robin's TA the other day. Green, good. Red, bad. That's the funniest shit I've ever heard.
Yeah,
Robin's
he gave
over
me
here
shit.
trying
I
to
was
do
like,
TA.
I ain't no TA expert, but I'm looking at these bands here. Remember the easy bands?
Yeah.
I was like, all I know is that the number hit green. That's good. Here, red, bad. David called me after the show. He was like, bro, don't ever do TA again.
It was.
But I'm not a big TA guy, man. You know what? He was over here blasting TA, and I'm like trying to put the show together yesterday. And like all I hear is some guy talking about triangles and shit. And I'm like, bro, I cannot concentrate. I'm trying to build a thumbnail right now.
Yeah, Robin.
I'm like, I'm gonna fucking lose my mind, bro.
Yeah,
So,
Robin's not.
anyway,
Shit.
go ahead.
All right. There you go. All right. Let's move on. We're moving on to Binance news. So apparently Binance doesn't want to be left out. So they are unveiling their new channel to convert Ether tokens to BEP20, which are Binance Smart Chain tokens. Binance announced that it has reworked its previously decommissioned cross-bridge platform Binance Bridge, now naming it Binance Bridge 2.0. How clever.
Ooh, that's original.
The global company revealed that Binance Bridge 2.0 will allow BNB Smart Chain, also known as BSC, support tokens from other blockchains, starting with ERC20 tokens. Most importantly, the platform will allow the use of this functionality directly from the Binance centralized exchange. That's
What was the last thing you said?
I
missed that.
The platform will allow the use of this functionality directly from the Binance exchange.
Oh. So no need to use
No.
need to use was it MetaMask with the Binance?
No,
chain
man, this is huge. This was the point I hammered.
I think this is just a natural evolution of utility. It's easy to use. Like, if you're going to have mass market adoption, if people that aren't all into crypto and got time to sit here and research all this crap, and, simplicity is the way to go. And obviously, this is one step towards simplicity. It's, hey, I have a token on my exchange. That's where I bought it. I bought some BNB on Binance.com, and I wanna switch it over to Ethereum. But obviously that whole process is pretty complicated at the moment. You have to remove it and wrap it and do this. So you can just execute all of this simply and easily through the interface of the exchange. Obviously, it's advantageous for usability. So for the newcomer, because when I first got into crypto, I was like, what?
Yeah.
I'm
It's
like, MetaMask.
definitely, it is getting easier to go cross-chain. Not have to worry about, I got to send Ethereum to crypto.com and then turn that Ethereum to Bitcoin and then take Bitcoin and convert it into Binance, BNB, and then send BNB to Trust Wallet. And
Bro, have you tried to use the BEP20 chain or the Binance Smart Chain? Oh my god, it's a nightmare, bro.
It is.
I mean, it's cheap, but man, you got Trust Wallet and swapping, and you got one token. Man, that thing is.
And you got not only you have BEP20, you have BEP2, you have BEP20. So if you're not careful, you can lose your funds, and it's only becoming easier. And that is what we need. We need it to be easy to the point where anyone can just literally pick up their phone or wallet or whatever the case may be.
I think that's the only thing that's really, because that's what's stopped the parabolic adoption of the internet. If you remember in the internet age, you used to have to type in HTTP : // www. I remember the commercials on TV. They would literally say all of that out there, and then it'd be like .com / and now obviously you don't even have to type anything into the address bar besides simply you could just go to the top of Google, type in Sin City Crypto, hit enter, and then boom, done, executed. So way different than we were before. So
yeah, Robin, there's rumors going around.
Rumors.
You might be Satoshi Nakamoto. All right, let's move on. We're going on some Visa news. They are spending a crap load of money in the NFT space. Visa program to help creatives build their businesses with NFTs. Payments giant Visa unveiled a creator program where selected small business owners in fields like music, fashion, and film will be supported in expanding their operations through the use of NFTs. This is a quote from the Visa head of crypto. NFTs have the potential to become a powerful accelerator for the creator economy. We've been harping on this for a while now. The creator program is a 1-year immersion into the world of NFTs with support focused in technical and product membership, community building, access to thought leaders, exposure to Visa clients and partners, and a one-time stipend. The so-called creator economy has an estimated market size of over $100 billion. So if you can convert some of that to NFTs, this is good. Robin, could news like this, right? Companies that are doing what Visa's doing, could that be a spark for a new bull market for the NFTs?
I think the NFTs are going to have to consolidate for a while. That's my opinion. I think it's a new emerging sector in the crypto market and just regular markets in general. I mean, you got to look at the art section as its own market. Like, so before the invention of cryptocurrency, people traded art, and art prices fluctuated and went up. It's always been a good hedge against inflation as well, as a side note. But you know, I think NFTs are going to consolidate for a little while. I think you're going to shake out a lot of players, people that have
That are just money grabs, essentially.
yeah, I think all the money grabs are going to kind of go to zero. I think some of the lesser projects are going to fade out. And then I think there's going to be a lot of, I think now would be a great time to start identifying NFT projects that have a very low floor price. Gas prices are really cheap. And, why not take, if you have the assets at hand, why not take a couple Ethereum and diversify and scoop up a lot of small projects while they're cheap now that have a great team and good fundamental. And I'm sure one, two, or three of them might bounce back when the NFT market roars back. And so that's how I'm not a big NFT guy, but I'm a big chart analysis and sector guy. I would say the same thing like when I was talking about layer ones. If all the layer ones just tanked and say Algorand and Avalanche and Cardano and Ethereum, let's just say they all went down 80%. I would sit here and just buy up all of the, a ton of them. And I would also be looking for some really cheap discounted layer ones. Just replace layer ones with NFT, and it's a sector that everything's at discount right now.
Robin, do you want to know what my favorite undervalued NFT is right now?
What's that?
It's not financial advice, but if you're going to go with what Robin said, identify blue chips that are priced very low. My number one pick, and it's not because I have one. It's because
like it.
No, seriously. It's because everything they're doing, the utility they provide, the team behind it, the artist, the creator, it's Subducks. It's a right around 1 ETH. It got all the way up to a little over 5. Project is absolutely phenomenal. Go check it out for yourself. Of course, not financial advice, but if you're looking for a very undervalued one, I look at the NFT markets every single day. And all it's waiting for is just that little thing to nudge it over the top, and then we're off to the races. There's less than 500 Subducks out of the 10,000 that are listed for sale right now. Incredible.
Matt was saying Gary V said that before he came out with V-Friends. I know V-Friends is pretty popular.
Yeah, V-Friends, and a lot of people consider V-Friends a blue chip.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's move on.
Well, you got that other? Is that part of the talking points?
Which one?
The Marvel, the Marvel NFTs.
Oh, what's not Marvel?
Is not. Oh, DC Universe NFTs,
huh? Yeah, that's 2 articles away. All right, bon voyage. We are going to our next article. Voyager ordered by New Jersey to cease and desist. The New Jersey Bureau of Securities has issued a cease and desist order against Voyager Digital for selling unregistered securities through its Voyager Earn program. The order claims that each of the crypto staking and lending accounts issued through the program since 2019 is an unregistered security because of their promise of interest rates as high as 12%. Voyager's marketing tactics were also criticized, with the regulator stating promotions for the programs failed to disclose that Voyager's parent company, Voyager Digital LLC, is a publicly traded company in Canada, not in the U.S. At least 5 other states, including Alabama, Oklahoma, Texas, Kentucky, and Vermont, have slapped Voyager with various orders or demanded the company explain how it is not issuing unregistered securities if it wishes to stay in business with the respective states. Big Rob, what's your take on this?
I don't know why is Voyager? I mean, why is Canada hating on crypto, man?
This is not Canada.
Not Canada?
No, New Jersey.
Oh, I thought you said Alberta.
No.
Oh, okay.
Voyager ordered by New Jersey.
Oh, you listed like 5 states or 5 areas,
Yeah.
and then they were like Canadian.
No. These are Alabama. But I
Oh,
said
I
it
thought
in
you
a
were saying
southern
Alberta.
accent.
Oh, okay.
I said it in a southern accent. I said Alabama. No, so but you're right about Canada. Voyager is a Canadian publicly traded company. Apparently, their Securities Exchange and Securities Commission in New Jersey is saying, "Hey,
Mm.
this is essentially a security product. You're offering people, you're promising them up to 12% return on their money."
It's that whole tri-state area though has been a big hater as well. Not just Canada,
Haters.
but yeah. So
You
New
think they're getting
York,
pressure from the banks?
I don't know. I think there's just a lot of probably actually,
Because
but
Voyager pays 9% on USDC. So essentially, you can have your money in dollar, all right, 1-to-1, no volatility, and you can earn 9% a year. That's incredible. So
yeah, pretty good.
I think there's a lot of pressure coming from the banks. And
Yeah, well, New Jersey, who else did they banned one of the DeFi platforms as well. I think it was it Celsius?
no, BlockFi.
BlockFi. Yeah. So, New Jersey already kind of when it comes to DeFi and as you mentioned, Voyager is known for their staking returns. Also, if you look at BlockFi, known for their crypto lending and staking returns as well. So, obviously, New Jersey ain't down with that. And the tri-state area up north, they are known for their banking infrastructure, all their connections when it comes to Wall Street. And, maybe that's just, as you mentioned, maybe there's something to play with it. So, I don't know.
A lot of hate going around.
Oh, hate.
All right, let's move on. So, interesting poll here. 53% of Americans think crypto will be, quote, the future of finance, a poll found. Some 53% of respondents in the national survey subscribe to this view. Among the 25 to 34-year-old age group, the figure was as high as 68%. And among 35 to 44-year-olds, it was 61%. This poll shows how widespread crypto has become while indicating just how huge it will soon become. We see that young Americans, those who will soon shape the economy, are especially tuned into crypto. It's an important insight that they are investing in large numbers and overwhelmingly convinced crypto will be the future. This is a chart. So this is people who have invested in crypto. You have 34% of 18 to 24-year-olds, 25% of 25 to 34-year-olds, 35% of 35 to 44-year-olds. And counting all ages, right? 17% have invested, 68% have not invested but have heard of crypto, and 14% have not invested and not heard of crypto. They must be living under an absolute rock. How the hell have you not heard of crypto?
What age was that?
No, just 14% of all of
just
them,
like
of everything. Like every age group, 14% have not invested or heard of crypto.
I do run into
ridiculous.
those people sometimes. I went to Barnes and Noble.
Hold on. Story time?
No, this one isn't
No?
a story.
Oh.
So no, I went to Barnes and Noble and I had a crypto book and I went to check out and like you always have that weird awkward conversation like you're actually friends with the cashier. And I'm sure her boss is like trying to tell her to like be friendly. She's like, "Oh, a book on crypto." She's like, "What's all this crypto about?" She's like, "I don't know anything about it. What is crypto?" And I was like,
You have a second?
Hey, yeah, I'll just sit there.
Grab a
and I'm like-
seat.
I'm like looking at the line behind me. I'm like, all right, here. I'm like, blockchain. All right, all right. So basically, it's a technology that's run, but not by an institution. It's run by a bunch of computer nodes. And I'm like, they're validating. Nobody controls it. DeFi, baby. The possibilities are endless. And then, yeah,
She's looking at you like,
she's like,
huh?
I hate my boss. She told me to talk to people. This damn losers up here talking to me
man.
about blockchain.
Yeah. So the sentiment is great. Again,
Yeah, it's an affirmation of what we already know. I mean, we
we've been
saw
talking
it in the executive order, literally the executive order by the president that came out a couple weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, I think now. That literally the first paragraph was, hey, crypto, we see you. You have a $2.5 trillion market cap a few months ago. Large percentage of American households have crypto. Let's get behind this thing. And so with the president coming out and saying that, pay attention is basically where we're at. So,
All right, we're moving on to, we're going to do one more article. This is a really cool one. And then we're going to do the Bitcoin giveaway. All right.
we only have 8 entries. So,
That's it.
guys, it's pretty simple. Just click the link at the top. We're not trying to like spam you or get your info or do a bunch of
So
other
I was
stuff.
looking at, let me fix something.
It's in the description.
Yeah, but I don't know.
You can pin it back to the top again. If
Yeah.
it went away.
Yeah, I'm just trying to,
Anyways, go ahead and talk about the article. I'll pull it up.
okay, cool.
I'll repin it.
All right. So this next article, if you are a fan of superheroes, take away my face. We need to see this man. Batman.
Bro,
Holy cow.
the last Batman was so boring.
You told me, yeah. That's
Eddie, did you see the
you
Batman?
can't change Batman 50 times, man. Christian Bale is the GOAT Batman.
Bro, okay, let me tell you. If y'all haven't seen Batman, this is literally Batman meets CSI. Like nobody can crack the case, and Batman is like going in.
Batman
like,
meets CSI.
dude, I'm telling you, this is literally how this is. I'm gonna give you the synopsis. Okay, Batman comes in. He's like I Hey, I'm the Twilight dude. You know, the emo looking guy. And you know what? I got
Emo-looking guy.
the emo guy.
Oh, email. I said email.
The emo. And he's got the outfit on. He's looking all hella sad the whole damn movie. And then every time there's a crime scene, he pops in with the commissioner, and all the other officers are like, "What's he doing here?" And he's all like, He's cool. He's with me. This is the commissioner. And then he goes around, and then he finds a clue, and he's all like, "Oh, you missed this." He's like that, and he does it like 3 or 4 times, and it's like the whole damn movie. It's like CSI
Wasn't it a
Batman, bro. It's
3-hour
terrible,
movie?
bro.
Wasn't it a 3-hour movie?
Dude, it was painful, man.
Well-
It did have, you know, it had really good cinematics. You know, being that, we work with a lot with cameras and angles and lighting. Very well made movie. Just, you know, the direction, the plot just didn't work for me, man. It wasn't very engaging for me. So,
You know, HP said, who does a better Batman? You know what I do really good? I do a good Bane voice.
I do a good Robin.
You merely adopted the dog. I was born in it. All right. So this just, you know, the movie sucks. So maybe this is a cash grab. But Batman DC to sell 200,000 Batman NFT collectibles, aims to rake in $60 million. Warner Brothers, DC, and Palm NFT Studios unveiled a new NFT collection honoring the superhero on Wednesday. Called the Bat Cowl NFT Collection, the latest digital offering will feature 200,000 one-of-a-kind Batman Cowl NFTs spanning the Nimble Crusader's 83-year legacy. The NFTs will have a price tag of $300, implying a $60 million profit for Warner Brothers and DC. And we're going to show you the trailer here. So. All right. That was a pretty cool trailer. Hopefully that little sound animation wasn't copywritten.
So the NFTs is just different
Yeah.
Batman helmets.
Yeah. So well, essentially, here you have a couple. It's they're doing this whole like like what Ukraine did with timeline of the war, everything happening. You kind of have the same idea, but with Batman, the Batman movies. So that's what's happening. But looks pretty cool. Is it a cash grab? Probably. I mean, for us like Warner Brothers Studios in DC, all the
I
resources.
mean, they're a
they
company.
have.
They're here to make money.
Oh, yeah, I get it.
You
I
make the
get it.
toys not realistically because you want to entertain the kids. You make the toys because you're like, yo, we can make some money off of this.
So real quick,
What's up?
DC or Marvel?
Oh, you got to go Marvel all day.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. If you were going to say DC, we were going to spend the next 10 minutes.
Bro, I mean, DC came out with Superman. Like, how
Yeah.
original is that? It's a dude, he can fly, he can see through walls, he's got laser beams on his eyes, he can go into
Strong.
outer space. And like
Yeah,
what?
baby.
They literally were just like, yeah, man, we're going to make this
Millions
dude.
guns.
He's going to have all the powers. All the power. He can run around the world in like 2 seconds.
Wonder Woman was pretty dope.
Wonder Woman's cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
We need more women in
Marvel, though, hands down the GOAT. Let us know. Are you a Marvel fan or a DC fan? Let us know in the chat. All right, Robin, how many entries do we have?
Let's take a look. We are probably still sitting at 8. Let's see. Oh, 9. One more person signed up.
Come on.
Yeah,
Do you guys not want free money? We're gonna give you guys 5 more minutes. 5 more minutes. We're
Okay.
giving away
All right. Why don't we just get the TA, and then when we're done with the TA,
Okay.
we'll give it away.
$25, guys.
We got any more articles, or is that it?
That's it.
Okay, cool. Market analysis. Let's go.
Yeah.
Run it.
Well, Robinson. All right, we are taking a look.
DFib got hella deep on this. Marvel has cinematic advantage over DC, but DC has the darkness our souls crave. Woo!
That's deep, man.
Yeah.
That's deep as hell.
I feel like DFib's sitting on his couch with like a Joker makeup all smeared down. With a cup of coffee, like,
That's your boy. That's your boy, D.
my boy.
All right, let's pull up my laptop.
I still need
So,
to play some Call of Duty with DFib.
Yeah.
One of these days.
uh,
Quite busy though.
so we have the Bitcoin daily chart pulled up. See what's going on. Okay, so we kissed 48,000. We are back down to $47,338. We called for a pullback to this level here, which is at 44,600. Looking at the candles, okay, we had a double shooting star at the top of this bull run, and now we have a hanging man. These are typically very bearish candle formations, and we have 3 of them. 3 bearish candle formations at the top of this run. But what gives me hope, what gives me confidence, is that we closed well above this major resistance zone of 44,500. We were expecting a retrace here. Once that happens, our next target right here is this $51,000 to $55,000 range, and I will show you why this range is so important.
I've heard from a lot of other analysts that was it 54.5 is like the next big number, something like that.
Yeah, so I like to do zones, right? I like to do more zones than lines, just because you'll wick somewhere, you'll wick down somewhere. But if you're in the zone, but if you look going all the way back to February of last year, this has been resistance, support, resistance, support, and now we're looking at it becoming resistance again. Once we pull back, which is what I expect to happen with Bitcoin, once we pull back, now it might be a little above this 44,600. If we can overtake this zone, we are creating new all-time highs. Mark my words. The other thing I want to take a look at is Solana. So there are some people who call this breakout a bull trap. Now, typically with bull traps, you'll see low volume. You'll see very small candles, typically dojis, things that show there's indecision in the market. We're not really seeing that here on Solana. You can tell if I kind of zoom in, nice big green bodied candle here, no high upper wick, no high lower wick. So not a lot of indecision in the market. And even if I go in the 4-hour, we can zoom in on these specific candles. Nice big green candle here. We've gone leg up, consolidate, leg up, consolidate. This is, of course, on the 4-hour time frame. If I go back to the daily, we had this trend, this descending trend line, all dating all the way back to November of last year. We've broken above it, and now we are at resistance that dates back, support and resistance that dates back to September of last year. We peaked above it. The day's candle has not closed yet. We have about 5 hours. If we can close above this candle, that is very bullish. Volume is there. The candles look great. The sentiment is good. Always, whenever you break out of a major resistance zone, always expect a pullback. Always expect a pullback. Now, it typically happens 80 to 85% of the time. If you just have an asset that just explodes like waves and doesn't care about resistance, it happens. But more often than not, you will see a pullback back down to that line. Traders want to test that area again. It was resistance. Can this keep hold at support? If it does, that's when you'll see a big move to the upside. So we'll keep an eye on Solana for you guys. And then what are the ones that I want to look at? Let's take a quick look at Litecoin. So we've been in this bull flag here for since January 18th of this year. We kind of broke out above it right now, but the important thing is, can we stay above it? The day is not over yet. This is another one we will keep an eye on, but might be a good time to enter in a Litecoin. I am not a Litecoin fan, but strictly looking at technicals might not be a bad entry point. Of course, none of this is financial advice. And you know what? That's all I got for TA today.
Cool.
Nice and sweet. Nice and
So take a look here. I'm just gonna go ahead and draw these the winners here.
How many entries we got, Rob?
We got 9. So
Whatever. You can lead a horse to water. You can't make him drink it.
yeah, you can lead El Caballo to
Agua.
agua.
Pero no puedes. Muchos.
All right. Not sure who's
Go Rob's laptop.
No. Don't show
No?
the laptop. I don't
Yeah,
want to
sorry.
expose somebody's email here.
Fair enough.
So whoever's name that entered is UVU, MB, some numbers is your email. We will
They don't
email
have their
you.
number on there?
Hmm?
They don't have their name on there?
No, it just gives you. It doesn't. It just gives you the name that they.
'Cause yesterday it said Mayad.
Yeah, that's because that was his login name or whatever. So, yeah, whoever UVU is, MB email what numbers on it. You are the winner of $25. We have this email here. We're going to reach out to you and ask you simply for your Bitcoin wallet address, nothing else, and then after that, we'll send you $25.
We will never ask you for anything but the address. Okay, keep that in mind. We might ask you how you're doing, but that's it. All right. Robin, you got anything else you want to add before?
No, man, I think that's it. It look like we're probably going to wrap it up a little early today. Also, our schedule is going to change next week. So next week we go to Miami. We're really excited about that. Do us a favor. Our email is sincitycrypto1@gmail.com. If you have some questions, we would love to have questions for us to ask some of the major crypto players down in Miami. We were trying to brainstorm some questions. So, hey, if there's something you want us to ask Michael Saylor, Kevin O'Leary, or all of the other faces that we're going to run into down there, make sure you email us that. Put in the subject proposed questions or something like that. And then we'll get it going. So, who in the chat was that is the contest winner? Let us know. And then that way we can give you a little shout out. So, UVU, who is you? You know what I'm saying?
Who is you?
All right. Anyway, that's all we got. Let's run the outro. So here, once again, we have another reminder. Once again, we have a local Vegas artist did our outro music. So, I'm gonna try to showcase these guys more often, more of the local players. So.
Don't give out your seed phrase, guys. Stop putting that stuff in the chat. You're going to get someone who believes it and does it. Do not give out your seed phrase to anyone.
Oh, it's Sheik. Sheik is the one that
Awesome, man. Congratulations, buddy.
$5. So
Expect an email from us here shortly.
yeah, there you go.
Enjoy the music, guys. We love you.
Studio.
DFib, I got you on Anchor tomorrow, my dude.
Kick my feet up, drink leader, smoke on a new strong. Couple margaritas, senoritas, I goof off. I got 16 missed calls on my phone. Times change, Mickey D's turn into Rabuchon. Kick my feet up, drink leader, smoke on a new strong. Couple margaritas, senoritas, I goof off. Smoking on a island, say she wanna ride with me. Took her on a flight, said all her bags from Italy. I sent her with a friend, they shopping there religiously. Whoa, whoa, yeah. You say she love me, but that's when she rockin' Prada bag. Said she ready for the next, I won't not so fast. Slow down, slow down, slow down, girl, don't you crash. whoa, yeah. Cause we can mess up that pretty face, but we can fuck up that pretty lace. Tryna kiss up, I'm in your place. Man, this shit so crazy. Never thought I'd be doing shit like this again. Put that effort in, girl, then I will pay you. Crash that thing out the park, now I feel like Babe Ruth, baby. This shit I can't do, baby. No, I can't move, baby. Nothing I can't prove, baby. I got 16 missed calls on my phone. Times change, Mickey D's turn into Rabuchon. Kick my feet up, drink leaders, smoke on a new strong. Couple margaritas, senoritas, I goof off. I got 16 missed calls on my phone. Times change, Mickey D's turn into Rabuchon. Kick my feet up, drink leaders, smoke on a new strong. Couple margaritas, senoritas, I goof off. Question marks along your brain, wonder if you should try again. Look at me inside your braces. Can't focus when we face to face. Plenty things I could go say. Name a place I go and pay at. Said she won't know, boo. Been around the world, plenty things I can show you. Taking flights to GA for our soul food. Gotta pay 1K for GA at my shows too. Keep it 1K with my fans even at my lows, ooh. That's why I'm back. Show your man the things I've showed you. Tell your man how I used to hold you, but I won't hold you. Your new man is lame and all I spoke is true. Like one smoke for you.